and I made. This is a reishi mushroom that we found on a walk and harvested. And we didn't have any labels. So I put an R on it so I would know, but there's no date. It was a while ago. It's like before my...
Not the big mushroom on the way to Rolson.
No.
No, that was the
maitake.
right. That was a huge mushroom.
That was a huge one.
It's hard to think of any other mushroom.
We found this at Falling Waters.
Oh, nice.
This time of the year.
Lucky us.
Fall, lucky us. And we both looked at it and said, holy smokes, look at that. That's a reishi.
Great.
Let's take that home. So you should have a jar of this too.
I'm sure I do.
Hopefully yours is better labeled than mine is.
Oh, not necessarily.
It says R. I know what it is. It's reishi. I remember when we made it.
That son in love is always on my case about unlabeled jars, so I don't know.
I know. And you can taste the reishi tincture that we made here. So how do we take mushrooms? I made a tincture of this reishi that we found because it was fresh and because I could cut it up. Has anyone ever worked with dried reishi? Do you cut it up?
I try.
You need a bandsaw, pretty much. It gets literally woody. So I would not have been able to make this tincture with a dried reishi. So if you buy reishi, it's going to be dried and you won't be able to make a tincture of it. This is only possible with the fresh plant, unless you have like a woodworking shop and you can put it through a shredder or something. It's really, and often when you buy reishi, they sell you big ones too. Right? This one that Justine and I found was about this big, right? That's half of it in that jar. Right? But you buy them, they're going to be... And reishi is a classic shelf fungus. What's a shelf fungus? We've got some mycologists here.
I wouldn't call myself a mycologist.
People who study mushrooms are mycologists.
Okay.
You don't have to be an expert mycologist.
Okay.
So what's a shelf fungus?
It's something that grows out of a tree, like a shelf. So reishi, artist conch, and that's about it.
And they have pores, not gills.
Pores, not shells.
Right?
So turkey tail would, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it has pores.
Yeah, the shelf fungus group grows straight up from the tree like a shelf. No gills. You know what I mean by gills? Everybody knows you know what I mean by gills? They're like little pieces of paper hanging down, like regular mushrooms. Instead of that, they're pores. Right, so if you turn it over, the artist conch, there's like a light color on the pores so that you can use something with a point, even a twig, and scrape away that white, and so make a picture. You can actually draw on it, which is why it's the artist conch. Right? These shelf fungi are adaptogens. You don't need to know what it is. In this instance, this is the only mushroom you don't need to actually identify. Right?
We have two mushrooms carved with pictures of cats on them we got at a yard sale.
Yes.
That must be the
the
conch.
artist conch. That is actually a kind of reishi. Yeah.
Cool.
They're so cool. So, what are the characteristics of the shelf fungi? First, it looks like a shelf. It's growing from a tree straight out. On the underside, it has pores, not gills, right? Pores.
Holes.
Holes, little holes, right? Safe. Adaptogens, right? Because reishi comes in red, white, green, purple, brown, orange, yellow, oxblood, on and on and on and on and on. The descriptions, the early descriptions of reishi from 6,000 years ago are amazing.